As a former teacher, I love engineering notebooks because you have all this documentation of the learning that the team did in their process of building and coding their robot. How did you document everything in notebook? Did you set aside time after each session? Did you have a method to be able to do all this?
So I met with our builder, and after each time I took notes, writing down just key points. We of course had to have great communication with our programmer and driver. We just tried to figure out their strategies, and every day we would ask them little things oh, why did you choose this, and why didn't you choose that? That's why we have the pros and cons list.
Yes.
It's just great way to pick which would be best fitting for our robot.
So we would document at the end of every single meeting, and we would document things such as planning what to do in the future, understanding the game, and then also, of course, building and designing. Writing down what the issues we observed were.
Okay.
We also sometimes include videos of these issues and also videos of it working. And we'll include photos or sketches of before and after. And then we'll say what solutions we have to fix these, and then how we tested it, how we refined it.
Basically, what we do with our engineering notebook is have a clear way to organize our ideas.
Yes.
So really put them on our robot, and maybe we write stuff down that didn't work for us. So if we want to circle back, we might try to avoid things like that.
What advice would you give to a team that's just getting started about what they should do with their engineering notebook?
I honestly feel it's good for them to plan it, but not to overthink it, because I feel we were overthinking it, and we were too scared to even write one little word on it, because we didn't want to make a mistake. But once we started, it's we just got so dedicated and put so much effort into it, we just went with it.
Well, we learned that planning by week was really important, because a lot of the time, especially in building, you can get caught up in one thing. For example, with our ring intake, we were very caught up in building the hood and how to make it get every single ring onto the pole. And that can lead to a lot of refining through days and days. So we would have to set deadlines for things. So when to stop for this, when to be this is okay, we need to move on to the next step, so that we can get it done by this tournament or by Worlds.
For us in the past, we also didn't really understand how to use an engineering notebook, but throughout the season we understand the weight of how much the notebook helps. Because first of all, other teammates sometimes don't come in the same time as you do, and they don't know what's wrong with the robot, right? What is wrong with the claw? What do I need to fix? Why is there a 4-bar right there? Right? So ideas can be communicated really quickly through the notebook. By knowing what has changed and what is the new problems, you can understand what to do next and go straight to work.
I would tell them to first just make a mental note of what story you want to tell to the judges, because a lot of the time the judges might see very bland meeting by meeting engineering notebooks, which obviously you should be taking, but you should also tell a story of the journey of your triumphs, of your lows, try to tell an engaging story.
That is fantastic advice. Now you did both this year, right? You did a physical notebook and then you converted it to a digital notebook, correct?
Correct.
Talk to me about that a little bit.
Well, first of all, we just made a physical notebook with a template that Vex gives out to students, and so that one was just a standard telling of our engineering journey from the very start with no robot to the point where we are today.
Yeah.
And then that physical copy, we just translated just pictures and text and including links. At one point we had a ring intake that we were testing, and it was very successful, and we wanted to show everyone just how successful that was. And so we took a video and we put that link on the digital copy of the notebook. And
excellent.
And so we created a more interactive digital copy of the notebook that would allow judges to see what we've really gone through.